All right, everybody. Welcome. You all asked for it, and I'm bringing it to you right now. This is going to be to answer the questions of those who are kind of skeptical on entering the market right now to purchase a home. So this is going to be called our purchase versus rent scenario here. What I'm going to do is give you the most unbiased presentation here where there's no feelings involved. It's just going to be facts, figures, calculations, and that's it. What we're going to do is go step by step through the process. Then we're going to explain each graph and then come to a conclusion at the end. So stick around and we'll get through it all together. So I have a lot of incredible tools as a mortgage loan originator, and I use this for a lot of my clients here, especially those that have been kind of iffy in jumping into the market. They think renting right now is a better scenario. So I like to give them some facts and figures. Here, let's go through step by step, location wise. This is going to be 60076. This is in Skokie, Illinois, which is a northern suburb of Chicago. I use this zip code, and this is in Cook County because this is where I currently reside, and I'm very familiar with it. For a purchase price, I put $400,000. Kind of a starter single family home. You're going to expect to get between the $300,000 and $400,000 price range in today's market. Now, going to these four sections here, I'm going to be kind of annotating, going through this step by step. So if you're driving, you could listen, but it's very much more beneficial if you're able to follow along. So first section here is renting. For a $400,000 home, okay, we're expecting the rent to be roughly around $3,181 a month. Now, this is based on an estimated $2.39 per square foot. Renter's insurance, which is kind of like homeowner's insurance to protect your home and assets, is roughly about $48 a month. When you look at the annual rent increase percentage, the average in Cook County that it's taking is roughly about 5.93%. If you take a look at the market this year to date, from January up until August, beginning of time, rent has actually increased 7.6% already in the Chicagoland area. Now, it's different for everywhere you go. And a quick disclaimer that this is specific for Cook County, Skokie, Illinois. Depending on where you live across the country, some of these numbers are going to be a little different. So, being conservative here on 5.9% annual increase in rent percentage. Right now, Chicago is a hot market on the purchase side and rental side. So next section we're going to go through is the property. In Skokie, Illinois, $400,000. Tax rate, roughly 2.19%. So we're giving you calculations year after year how much the property tax is going to be increasing. Starting out your first year, it's going to be about $8,760 for the year. Monthly homeowners insurance, about $100 a month. And we have the taxes increasing at a 2% rate each year. Now, as a homeowner, things are going to come up, upgrades, things that you have to repair. So we're calculating about $166 per month towards that, depending on the house that you buy, what needs to be done. What we're also going to be doing is going to be showing you all the facts and figures here, even when you sell the property after the 7-year mark. So the cost to sell is going to be 6% we're going to put here to go towards realtor costs and commissions. Some states it's 5%. Here in Illinois, most of the time it's 5%, but I'm licensed in other states where it is 6% standard. So let's just go with the higher amount at 6%. Next section. Right now, the loan amount is going to be $360,000. So if you remember, that's going to be using a 10% down payment, which is pretty average. And everything is going to be pretty traditional. 30-year term, conventional loan with a fixed rate. And at the time of shooting this video, rates are roughly around 6.75%. And with a FICO score, which is pretty much your median score for your credit, is 720 to 739, you're looking at mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance is going to be roughly $138 per month. Okay, so next section we're going to go through here, home ownership. So according to Redfin, typical home changes ownership on 12 to 13 years basis. It could be a little different. We've went through a little bit of a whirlwind during COVID. So these numbers have been, fluctuating here and there. Right now, it's roughly 12.3 years as the average homeowner in a home. So we're going to be using 7 years just to be conservative here. And the appreciation rate that we're using is going to be custom to our area. And Illinois, specifically Cook County, historical appreciation is about 3.87%. What's forecasted for this year is a little over 4% increase. Mind you, looking at the top players in the game, Schiller, FHFA, Black Knight, Zillow, they're all estimating the appreciation for the year 2023 to be between 5% to 10%. So what we're doing here is showing you a 4% appreciation, which is going to be a little bit less than what it's been this year so far. Also, if you take a look at during the COVID years, 2020, home prices increased on average about 28%. 2021, it was about 19% and whatnot. So next step, we're looking at the federal tax rate. Let's say you're married, you buy a home, which you're going to have, we're putting in a 22% tax rate, which if you can look here, if you're single, married, head of household, if you're at 22%, let's say you're married, you're anywhere between 81,000 to 172,000. So that's what we're going by here, because a higher percentage of people are married when they purchase their home. Let's take a look here. Estimated cash flow. Okay, this box area right here. If you're buying in your first year, monthly P&I is your principal and interest, $2,335 a month, property taxes and homeowners insurance, about $968 a month. We're also putting in their maintenance and repairs, $166 a month, which takes you to a monthly expense of $3,469. Now, if you look at renting year one for the same price point, $3,181 per month, plus the homeowner's insurance equivalent, renter's insurance, $48. Total is going to be $3,229. So if you're looking, you're like, oh, wow, this is actually cheaper to rent than purchase. Yes! Let's go to year 7, because every year your rental price is going to go up. And on average, we've seen renters be in a home for 7 years. So putting this here for year 7, it's going to be $4,496 with the renter's insurance, $68 a month, taking you to $4,564 a month. Now, comparing year 7 with purchasing, that's a big difference, about $1,100 a month difference. Total cash flow, what does that mean? The total amount that you've spent on your mortgage payments in 7 years versus renting. You take a look here, cash flow difference, buying a home, you're actually spending less by $28,640. So you may be thinking to yourself, Adam, that's $28,000 over 7 years is not a big deal. Okay, I'll give you that. $28,000 over 7 years, probably about $4,000 a year savings. It's good. Maybe it doesn't seem too high for you, but let's go on here. Appreciation gain. If you are renting a home, you are not the owner. The owner is going to see appreciation gains, which means the home value is going to be increasing every year. You as a renter see zero of that. So keeping your house that you just purchased for $400,000, showing the forecasted average of 4% increase in appreciation. After 7 years, that $400,000 home will now be estimated at $527,000. That's going to be $127,000 that you've just earned in equity by just owning a home. Okay, next step, amortization. Amortization means you started the home with $360,000. You're amortizing 30 years to pay that off. For the 7 years that you're in, you're paying down your mortgage $33,165. So now your remaining principal balance is down from $360,000 to $326,000. Well, Adam, that might not seem like a lot for 7 years. Hold that thought. Next thing we're going to talk about is the cost to sell. So not only are we showing you what renting after 7 years is versus buying a home after 7 years, we're saying you're going to be selling this home. So when you sell your home, you have closing costs. Let's say it's 6% towards commission. If you sell your home after 7 years at this price point that it's estimated at, you're going to be paying almost $32,000 in commission fees for the realtors. Keep that in mind. Next step, tax benefit. When you purchase your home, talk to your CPA, your tax preparer, your tax accountant, whomever does your taxes year in and year out. What they're going to do is they're going to let you know, as a home renter, you don't see benefits because you don't have ownership, you don't have skin in the game. As a homeowner, you see a lot of benefits. You get a standard deduction where you get to write up $27,700 for the year. This comes off of your income. Okay, so if you're making $150,000 a year, it's going to come down to $27,700, which means you're going to be getting calculated $122,300. So after 7 years, you're going to be saving $7,522. So you're looking at this, maybe nothing is wowing you much except this appreciation gain. But let's take a look at this all together. Here's the conclusion. Okay, everything's taken into consideration here. Everybody's situation is different. So let's say we have a medical student in their last year. They're like, hey, my lease is up, thinking about buying a place. But Adam, I don't know where I'm going to be next year. I don't know if my residency is going to be here. It's going to be in a different state. It's going to be across the country. Should I buy a home? Well, if you look at on the graph here, year one, you're going to benefit about $1,000. What I would advise you on as a mortgage advisor, I would say, hey, don't bother yourself purchasing a home. You're a med student. You have a lot of things going on, a lot of tests to take, a lot of classes to finish up. It's not worth the stress. Now, if you tell me, hey, Adam, I'm getting married this year. My wife and I are looking to buy a home in this area. We plan on being here for a long time. It's our forever home. Okay, great. I don't care what rent you show me. I'm going to tell you it's very, very beneficial to purchase. Much more beneficial than renting a home. Let's say you're like, Adam, I want to keep the home for 7 years, just like everything that we showed you here. In 7 years, you are going to be $164,000 net gain by buying a home. Let's say we're looking at 2 years. I want you to pay attention to this. It's like a staircase, but there's compounding net gain every year. First year to second year is $19,000 gain. Second year to third year, $22,000. From third year to fourth year, $25,600. Then $32,000. Then another $32,000. Then another $34,000. Then almost $40,000. So as you own a home, it's like another income. Imagine making $100,000 a year. You own your home. Say your home is $400,000. If you are making 4% just by owning your home, you're making $16,000 extra. That's like a second job for a lot of people. So these are the benefits of purchasing a home. So if you have any questions about everything I just went over, feel free to send a comment, reach out to me directly, and I'll be more than happy to go over a total cost analysis here for you on your specific scenario and go over some numbers here to help you understand if it's beneficial for you. If you like this video, please also like it below, share it with somebody, friend, family member that's kind of in this scenario, debating whether they should buy or not. And I'll be more than happy to assist them here. Thank you, everybody. Hope this was very beneficial for you. Take care.